What's up, y'all? Tony here. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. But I am back. Yeah, I've been busy. I've still got a snake face video that I would like to try to get out soon. Got a shadow weaver I'm going to be ordering up to make up this wave because we've already done bow. Appreciate y'all tuning in for the bow video. I really do. I got a good many subscribers, if you want to call 10. A lot of people wouldn't call 10 a lot of subscribers off one video, but I do. I call 10 a good bit for one video. I appreciate it very much. It means a lot to me. But we have Whiplash here, Evil Tail Thrashing Warrior. Let me hit this light. And this is a figure, if you want to call him legendary. He's one of those old schoolers, this guy. You know, even though he was in like 4 episodes, 4 or 5, and now you'll learn something in this cartoon if you didn't know already, but I didn't know. I'm a big MOTU fan, but I never knew this. But he's from a lair called the Demon Zone, okay? And that's where they're at right now. And you would think this is Delora right here, but this chick, bird girl here, is Hulk, is her name. And you have He-Man with the egg of Avion over his shoulder, or Avion, however you want to pronounce that. I do call it Avion, like the staff of Avion. And we have Stratos back here. And the closer they are to the egg, they maintain their flight, the power of flight, quite well. The bird people do. So you have Whiplash here with a rocket launcher, which really surprised me. And he does come with a rocket launcher, and he does have it in the cartoon, as you see here. And I'm not going to tell you what happens when he fires that, but he does fire it right at He-Man, and yeah. But I will go over some of the cartoon. But just really great artwork going on here. And I'm guessing that it is Francisco Etchart that did the artwork here. That's who has done the artwork for all of these cartoon collection figures. So I will go out on a limb and say that I'm pretty sure that Francisco Etchart did the artwork on this wave as well. So we do have Bo down here, and we already done a video on him, the special friend who helped She-Ra. And then you have Whiplash, that evil tail thrashing warrior. Shadow Weaver, the evil mistress of dark magic. Okay? Alright, over here, twist into powerful battle positions. So with his tail swing there. And then up here includes rocket launcher. And these are the newer, it's not really new anymore because we've seen them so much, but it's the harder card back than it was on the first 1 or 2, 3 waves. I think it was 3 waves that were out before they come out with the harder card backs. And then up here you have the 40th anniversary She-Ra logo etched into the card back. You have Hordak up here looming over Castle Grayskull in a fiery bat-filled sky. There's Castle Grayskull. It looks like Whiplash is standing in the jawbridge of it. Cartoon Collection logo, Mattel logo here. And it comes with that comic Final Fright. And it would be the same comic that comes with Bo and Shadow Weaver as well. But man, on point. Look how on point this Whiplash is. That is just unbelievable. Looks really good. The colors are on point. Everything looks really good with this Whiplash. Now, it says the betrayal of Stratos, but in the cartoon, this is betrayal of Stratos. Because when the cartoon starts, it don't say the, it just says betrayal of Stratos. But hey, close enough. But it's a pretty good one. It's not my favorite, but it's all right. I learned a few things about it that I didn't know, but a close-up of Whiplash, and he does look really cartoon accurate, and the colors look really good as well with this guy. Boots, feet, everything looks the same as the cartoon. The color, the blue color looks on point, and the rocket launcher looks amazing. What an amazing looking figure. Now, in this cartoon, Betrayal of Stratos, okay? I mean, it starts out, you have Skeletor, Beastman, I believe it was Triclops, and Trapjaw. They're all on sky sleds, and they're flying around Stratos' kingdom, the kingdom of Avion, or Avion, however you want to pronounce that. All right, they're trying to steal the egg of Avion. Okay, so that's what they're trying to do. Skeletor wants the egg because he wants flight. He wants the power of flight. Okay, so Skeletor using his Havoc Staff to disappear and appear and all that, that's not good enough, I don't guess. Or, you know, he does have to have a portal, you know, I've noticed. But, he wants the power of flight, okay? Skeletor. He's never happy. He's got to have that. So he's up to try to steal it, but what he does when he's rejected, he's not able to do it. The bird people, you know, they pull it off the first go around. He's not able to get the egg. So he puts Hulk is her name, not Delora, but Hulk. Puts Hulk up to sabotaging the force field around Avion. And it talks her, and that way he can steal the egg. He promises her riches, if you can imagine that. Later in the cartoon, she states riches. All right, so I didn't know that Skeletor could just give you a bunch of $100 bills and riches and jewels and all this, but I guess he can, all right. But he promises a Hulk riches that he doesn't deliver on because he's a liar, of course, and he, you know, he ends up holding her captive in this bottom of an abyss. But it's called the Demon Zone. Well, she sabotages the force field around Avion. That way, Skeletor's able to get the egg. All right, she blames it on Stratos. Makes all the bird people think that he's the one that's guilty of it, so they all want him to leave. Okay, and he's like, well, why would you do that? Why? Don't be so hasty. I'll lose my power of flight. I'm innocent. They don't care. They're like, get out. You know, you can go on. We don't need you around here no more, right? And so he's like, well, fine. You fight Skeletor all on your own then. So he leaves. He explains to He-Man and Orko what's going on. You know, he explains to him what the deal is here. You know, that, you know, he's been ran off from Avion, and if he's not, you know, if he don't get back up close to the egg, that he will lose his power of flight. And so He-Man believes in him, and He-Man's like, well, we're going to need to go see the sorceress. Maybe she has an answer. And you know, if you're a MOTU fan, that Sorceress always has an answer, man. She's got the answer. So she explains to He-Man and Orko and Stratos that they're going to need to go to Whiplash's lair. It is called the Demon Zone. It's like a page taken out of the Bible from the book of Revelation, okay, where, you know, when the fifth trumpet is sounded in the Bible, and then this abyss opens up and the locusts come out to torture men for 5 months, as it states in the Bible. Okay, well, that kind of looks like what they went by here, except for there's, you know, it's no brimstone or fire down here. It's just looks like this. But it's called the Demon Zone, right? So, and it's a big pit in the ground. It's an underground lair that supposedly belongs to Whiplash as his lair. All right, so it shows Whiplash down here on his knees worshiping some kind of devil. I can't remember his name. But I never knew this about Whiplash because all the cartoons that I saw with Whiplash, which weren't many, he was only in 4 or 5 episodes, Whiplash. I never knew him to be from a place called the Demon Zone. Okay? I never knew this. I always thought that he just hung out around Snake Mountain, and that's what we knew, right? And it always showed him outside, knocking mountains, rocks, whatever around with his tail, hanging around Skeletor at Snake Mountain. But never, it's the first time I ever heard of the Demon Zone. But you'll hear of it in this cartoon. And it isn't my favorite cartoon, but it's pretty decent, I guess. It's pretty interesting. You'll enjoy it. But just make a long story short, you'll have to check it out. They get down in this abyss, and they come across Hulk. They come across her, where Skeletor has got her caged up as one of Whiplash's pets. And Skeletor obviously did not give her the riches, but he took the egg. And he's got a dragon guarding the egg. So as you see it on He-Man's shoulder, He-Man's able to get the egg back, and all goes well. But yeah, just check it out. You'll enjoy it. It's a pretty good cartoon, and it is called Betrayal of Stratos. Here it says D, but as mentioned, it is called Betrayal of Stratos. But great artwork going on here, and enough talking. Let's get this guy out. He looks really good, and we're going to get this Whiplash out and have a closer look at him. I'll be right back. I am back with Whiplash out of card. He's looking amazing. He's looking amazing. And we'll check out his accessories first. It comes with this schematic drawing here. Shows what can and cannot be removed from the figure. So going by this, obviously his head can be removed. His arms can be taken off. His hands, pull him apart at the waist, and his boots. And you can also pull him apart. It don't show here, but you can pull him apart here at his tail, because I had to attach the tail here. So right through here, it just pops right in. And that tail looks really cartoon accurate too. Sure does. This is a really nice figure. Getting a close look of Whiplash here. All of his ugly glory here. But the rocket launcher is awesome. We'll have a look real quick at it. The rocket can be removed, and you can push it in a little further where it's harder to pull out. But yeah, look at that. Really nice accessory with Whiplash. The rocket launcher. A weapon you would definitely think that wouldn't be coming with a Whiplash figure, but it does in this case. Man, it's awesome. The only thing I see different about this figure that could be a little more accurate is the yellow eyes that Whiplash has in the cartoon. But, I mean, you could make them yellow, but take a fluorescent marker or something, and I don't know. I'm going to leave mine as is, but it looks really good, man. I'm just really blown away by the aesthetics of this figure. And it come with this comic here with She-Ra, Bo, and Whiplash, and Shadow Weaver there on the front. And we will go over this comic real quick. I went over it with Bo in the Bo video. But for those that didn't see the Bo video, go check it out. But I will go over it here for you, too, where you can read the comic. Get a pause in and read it if you'd like to. A lot of cool artwork going on in this one. Now the new She-Ra and Swifty, I do like it, but I'm just really shocked that it don't say cartoon on it. Because that's what got me back into collecting these, is the cartoon collection. And, you know, as we all know, on the collector, the collector box, the Skeletor airship, it showed Swiftwind and She-Ra there on the side of the box. Okay, so they're going to release this and call it Origins when it's the She-Ra cartoon figure, and it just really don't make a lot of sense. I do like the way it looks, and I may end up getting it. I don't know, but I think it should have said cartoon on the box, on that little collector-friendly box that came with it. and they're just straight up calling it Origins, and everything that I know of that says this Origins, it says retro play on it, but this one's got the 40th anniversary She-Ra logo like all of the cartoon stuff does, but it don't have the cartoon logo, which is kind of weird. I need Mattel to get to thinking here what's going on. Sorry, y'all, I just kind of left it there. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange. I love the Swiftwind. It looks really cool, but it should have been a cartoon logo there on the bottom, on the front. Think they screwed up and didn't do it. I don't know, because I ain't noticed any difference with the She-Ra figure. That's a cartoon She-Ra. They just gave her a soft, good cape, where the cartoon She-Ra I have has the plastic, rubberized cape. But yeah, that ain't good enough to call it an Origins figure to me, but, you know, I don't know. It's kind of strange. Let's get a zoom in where you can see that. But yeah, it just kind of shocked me that it didn't have the cartoon logo on that, and they're calling it Origins. Okay, it's got the cartoon She-Ra in the box. It's really weird. But yeah, it goes on sale in about 4 days. Sorry about that. In about 3 or 4 days on Mattel Creations. So if you do want to pick up the Swifty and She-Ra figure, then just get on over there and get it. It's a members only, I believe, so you will have to be a member to pick that up. And if you're not a member, you can pay the extra $10 with your order and get it. But yeah, I mean, I really love the Swiftwind, but by it not saying cartoon on it, I think I'm out. I mean, I really am, because it don't have that on it, and that kind of ruined it for me by it not saying cartoon on the front, because that's what I'm in this for, is the cartoon collection. And yeah, I do collect Masterverse and some Origins figures as well, but that's going to conclude this comment. But I'm more into the cartoon collection, and on the back you have the cross-sale Whiplash, Shadow Weaver, and Bow there. But it should have had this right here on the bottom of that, and that ruined it by them not having that. Yep, it sure did. Makes no sense that Origins would all of a sudden be coming out with a She-Ra and Swiftwind and Origins, really, and it don't say retro play on it or nothing like that. You're going to call it Origins when it's a She-Ra cartoon collection figure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that looks to me like the She-Ra from the cartoon, other than I think her shield, they might have just made the shield translucent, and then they gave her a soft, good cape that can be removed very easily, and then you can put that rubberized cape on it if you want to. So it's not enough to call it an Origins figure to me, but because it's the same She-Ra mold. But yeah, I don't know what they're doing over there at Mattel, some of these guys that work there, but they should have really thought that one out, because it should have had the cartoon logo right here on the front of that box. And by it not having that, it makes a lot of people like me that's collectors scratch their head and wonder what's going on. Who's doing the work over here? Who's thinking of this stuff? What's going on? Well, even guys that are straight up into Origins figures, they're going to be like, what's going on? This is the She-Ra, from the cartoon line, and you're going to call it Origins? I don't know. It's a little odd to me, but whatever, man. It is what it is. Buy it or don't buy it. And I may get it, I may not. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm not really sure yet. I think it is a pretty decent price, though, honestly. But the Whiplash, I really like this guy. He looks really good, man. I mean, you got to love the Whiplash. He looks really good. He's really a goofy character in the cartoons. Not one of my favorite characters, but just a really, really awesome representation of Whiplash from that 80s animated cartoon. Wow. Blown away by the aesthetics of this figure here. And I can't do his voice, so sorry. But But yeah, he's just real goofy. And you watch that cartoon, this one here, Betrayal of Stratos, and you'll see, and you can hear him all you want to. But a pretty good cartoon overall. Pretty good. And I do have this guy here. This is the New Eternia Masterverse Whiplash. Not much of a comparison here because he's so much larger, but you know, you can remove the helmet here, and you do see some similarities going on here with these whiplashes. Not a whole lot. This guy's definitely cartoon accurate here, but they did just a superb job with all the detail going on with this whiplash right here. It's going to be hard to beat either one of these whiplashes for what they are. And you have his wave made over here, bow, and he's got his arrow down here. He can't hold it, so I had it in front of him. His little arrow, as we saw in the bow cartoon. I appreciate the subscribers. I think I gained like 8 to 10 subscribers out of my, I think it was 10, out of my, my bow video. And I really appreciate it. So that pushed me over to like 908, 909 subscribers. I really appreciate that so much, y'all. Really do. I'll be at 1,000 before I know it. But this guy here, what a great figure. And I will come back and do a video on the Shadow Weaver when I get her. And I'll go ahead and try to get her ordered up next week. This guy, I don't see any issues going on with the paint apps on this. They really do overall an awesome job with the paint apps on these cartoon figures. Other than Fang Man now. Y'all know how I feel about Fang Man. They just really butchered old Fang Man up. But yeah, I do not like Fang Man at all. He's gonna be my he's gonna be the last pick in the bunch for me, because his paint apps are just that terrible. But we have Whiplash here, and man, I'm giving him a 10 out of 10. I really love the Whiplash. That's gonna be it today. That will conclude my review on Cartoon Collection Whiplash, and we'll be back sometime next week, and we'll check out Shadow Weaver. I hope y'all have a good weekend. Subscribe, like the video. I appreciate it very much, and I will see you on the next one. Y'all have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.